All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Portland International. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series hits Portland International for race number 6 of the season. It's a 60-minute race and a very fun, very fast track. Not hugely technical, but man, this thing can reach out and bite you. Who's got what it takes to tame Portland? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, a little GT3 racing action here today on TurnLeft TV, and we are in beautiful, beautiful Portland. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeft TV and joining me tonight, or today, depending on where you are. And right now we are just into the qualification session here at Portland. This is race number 6 of the season. We're actually doing Daytona Road Course over again, although we did count that as points the first of the year, but we're finishing out the season on April the 22nd at Daytona Road Course for the second iteration. But we have a score to settle with Portland International today here and on April the 8th. You're just joining us. I think it's the 8th of April. Today's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, or how about hosting your website or your online store, EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with services in your local area to support your needs. And actually supports, provides our servers here at High Octane Racing. And helps us with a website, highoctaneracing.net. Please join us over there. The quick link on the to the Discord server, and that's where we do most of our business. But you'll get updates on schedules and point standings and so forth here at highoctaneracing.net. And again, thanks for joining us here. I got another subscriber, man. I'm moving up the grid here. So trying to get to that 1,000 mark. That'd be awesome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine. And also, smash the bell. That's right. And in today's race, there are a couple links there in the description of the race. Please follow those links if you'd like to make a donation through PayPal. There's a quick link there, or up in the banner of the channel. Also, we have an Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity link, too, that we donate to. So we'd love to have your help in helping the children. But again, thanks for coming in, and let's have a good one here today. Hello, I appreciate you coming in and doing some chatting there. We got some more racing in store for you tonight at Bristol. Little Saturday Night Thunder, some Cup Series action. Race number 3 of the season. And this is going to be a fun one, man. 200 laps. It's going to wear these guys out. Again, Bristol's always a fun track. And the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series, going to tackle Bristol tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take a look at the qualification results here so far. Mata Adika is fast, man. He's been fast out of the gate. 109.610. Gerasimov second, Simfer third. Bezrikov sits fourth so far. And Arthur Vieira in the Corvette is fifth. Right now, take a look at Nikolai Gerasimov, trying to improve that second place. About 2/10 off. Right now in that first sector, a little fast there for him, so he might end up taking the top spot here depending on his next 2 sectors. Little smidge slower in sector number 2, and this is a challenging one right here, sector number 3. And it looks like he missed that, so he's going to call off that effort there. So 109.610 as it stands right now for Gerasimov. Take a look at Nikolai Bezrikov, right now 5th on the grid. So again, 109.610 the time to beat. Bezrikov giving it another shot. Alexander Zakharov now to second on the grid for him. Good qualification effort there, closing it in. Bumping Adi Seitha and Nikolai Gerasimov down. Adi now in third. Gerasimov dropping to the 4th position in quals. Take a look at Will Dunbar in the Porsche. Picked up a challenge this season, said, I'm going to drive the Porsche. You guys said it's hard to drive. I own one, and I'm going to drive one. .977 for Dunbar, currently 16th on the grid. Yuta Prezanta in the Bentley. Guess they wanted to switch to... wanted to switch to Claudio Bardella Jr. apparently. Back to Yuta here as we were focused on Yuta. Switched for him. So 109.497 the time to beat. Prezanta a little bit off there in sector number 1. About 2/10 off the pace, almost 3/10 off the pace. Another little smidge off the pace there in sector number 2. He's probably not going to get the top spot, but looking to move this car up the grid here. Right now in 11th is the Bentley. we close out the qualification session. Cross the start-finish line. 110.051, moving up to 7th on the grid for Yuta Prezanta. Look at the Ritsky Novart in the Porsche. Is he going to be able to finish out his qualification session? 97 Porsche. It's one of those Psychopath E-Racing Academy drivers. Switching over to Bezrikov. Back here to take a look at the Ritsky Novar in the 10th position. Coming off a final turn, let's see where Ritsky Novar lands. .113 10th on the grid for Ritsky Novar. It looks like qualifications are finished. So these guys have finished up their qualification session. Again, thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. Let's get this party started. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at the qualification results. Mata Adiga will start on the top of the grid in the Aston Martin with a 109.497. Alexander Zakharov in the BMW starts outside row 1. Row 2 will be Adi Sathya and Nikolai Bezrikov. Nikolai Gerasimov, Luka Simper make up row 3. How about Luka in the Radical, starting in 6th. Arthur Vieira starts in a 7th position. Yuta Brazanta 8th. Row number 5 will be Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Ritsky Novar. Dmitry Belevin and Jody Pranada, sorry about that, start in 11th and 12th. Iqbal Kurdiawan, Faris Fikri start 13th, 14th. Gordon Carter 15th. Will Dunbar starts 16th. John Stanley will start in the 17th position. And I think we actually have 19th. Yudichin and Sokolov have joined us. So we have 19 drivers. Looks like Alexander Meshkov says he's not feeling too well, man. Definitely thoughts going out to you and for a speedy recovery. Not like Alexander to not be here, but hopefully he's drinking a lot of fluids. Getting some rest. Not chasing girls. And he'll be back at it soon. Hopefully he can turn on TurnLeft TV, lay on the sofa, have some orange juice or some milk or beverages, some healthy thing. Water, lots of water. He'll be back at it here soon. Congratulations to Arthur Vieira. He's out here tonight in the GT3 stuff. He got a big win at Bristol last night in the High Octane Racing League Bushwhackers Series. What a wild event that was. And Arthur Vieira, 3-driver shootout there at the end, came away with a victory. So congratulations to him. The Bushwhackers Series will be back in action next week at Nazareth Speedway for a 130-lap race number 5 of the season. Saturday Showdown Series will be back in action next week in this time slot. Race number 5 at little road course action. Watkins Glen International, 40 laps. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. Let's take a look at the track here at Portland. Should have done this earlier, huh? Just a little under 2 miles in length, 12 turns, not a hugely technical track. I think the remarkable thing about this track, the thing that stands out is the chicane at the end of the front stretch. Going to have to be really, really careful there. It's going to be a tight squeeze through that chicane. But other than that, not a hugely technical track. It is a lot of fun here. But I will say that that first chicane is a lot of, a really challenging because of all the cars coming down into that thing. And the desire to try to make a quick pass. So that's Portland International, located in Portland, Oregon. of the most beautiful states in our country, at least in my opinion. I've been there several times. Take a look at Dennis Schuderchin here in the Corvette. Keep your eye on that guy. Gets up early and races with us, stays up late and races with us, dreams about racing with us, plans his meals around racing with us, calls off work to race with us. This guy's dedicated, and we love him. About a minute and a half, just under a minute and a half left here in the practice session. Get an idea where that chicane's all about right there. Be a tough one. Hopefully these guys will not get into one another. Keep everything clean through the chicane. I like how they put the camera behind the fence. We got 20 drivers now. Abdurrahman has just joined. We got Victor Sokolov, Rizal Abdurrahman, and Dennis Schuderchin, the latecomers here. So now up to 20 drivers here at the GT3 series. These guys really like this. It's a good time slot for the Euro guys. And, you know, dominated by, this league is really dominated by the Euro and Asian drivers. Get a fair amount of Canadian and U.S. as well as Central and South American drivers as well. But really a good time slot. You know, we put this series together in this time slot for this very reason. We know how big GT3 racing is over in Europe and Asia. And it's growing here in the United States too. But we also know we got some very, very passionate racers in the United States and in South America as well. Brazil, Argentina. Here we go. Time to get this party started, huh? Time to get this party started here at Portland. "60-minute race at a very, very fun, short road course. You get a lot of traffic today. Take a look at the starting order here at Portland. Mata Adika in the Aston Martin starts in P1. Alexander Zakharov second. Adi Sathya is in third. Nikolai Bezrukov starts in the fourth position. Starting in fifth will be Nikolai Gerasimov. Lucas Simpler outside row 3 in the Radical. Artur Vieta starts in seventh. Yuta Prasanta outside row 4 in eighth in the Aston Martin. The Bentley. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the Ferrari starts in 9th. The 10th position will be Ritsky Novar in the Porsche. Dmitry Belevin in the Ferrari starts 11th. Jody Pranata starts in 12th. Iqbal Kurdiawan 13th. 14th is Faris Fikri. 15th is Gordon Carter. Will Dunbar starts in 16th in the Porsche. John Stanley starts 17th. Dennis Schuderchin will start 18th. Viktor Sokolov starts in 19th. Rizal Abdurrahman starts in 20th. Now we'll take a look at my keys to the race here at Portland as we are going to be getting going here pretty soon. Tire management, man. This thing can be tough on tires. Push with some of these tight turns. Tame the chicane! Going to be a really, really tough, even single file getting through there. Pick your spots to pass. Make sure your pit stops are on point and know how to navigate traffic here at this short road course. So the thing is, make sure that you get around this course, race the track. It's the best way to get around this course. Of course, you're going to have to set up some passes. There's not a lot of time here to think about it. These laps click off in a hurry. Go. We are at it at Portland. Into the chicane, side by side. P1, P2. Oh, it already got somebody in a big crash right there. 23 car off the pace. He came around, take it out of side. Meshikoff might have got through, but looked like there was a big pile up. Kurti Awadai got caught up in that. Alexander Zakharov got caught up as well. Take a look at Zakharov here in the 23 car. Might have gotten that car going again, it looks like. But, something definitely happened to Zakharov here. We'll take a look. Zakharov in the BMW. It's up. A little contact there, trying to chop the Aston Martin, and he came around. That's the car we saw coming around here, and it got worse after that. Look, Pranada in the Ferrari. He's off track here. We'll take a look here. He was trying to avoid the Bentley. Excuse me, the spinning car of Lucas Sinfner. He was off the track. Bardelli Jr. got caught up in this as well. Bardelli Jr., there's contact there. See that contact between he and Pranada, I believe, from Sokolov. And everybody back out on the track, hopefully, for better or for worse, able to finish this race. And we had a feeling that the situation in the chicane was going to be dicey. Now taking a look at our leader, Nikolai Bezhikov, who got through the carnage. Got around Mata. Mata running in P2. Down to the front of Mata's machine. Running in the second position. Bezhikov, once he gets out front, he is hard to get around. Oh, good transition there through the chicane for Mata, as now he's closing in on Bezhikov a little bit. A little bit faster through the course there. Mata has been lightning fast since practice started. Trying to hunt them down is Nikolai Gerasimov in the Ferrari in the 72 car. He's running in the third position. Yuta Prezanta is in fourth. Adi Sathya rounding out the top five. Take a look at Yuta Prezanta in the Bentley. A little bit of a room there between he and P1, 2, 3. Take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Alexander Zakharov. Ooh, got a little bit of off the course there, it looked like. Might have been Sokolov came off track. Oh, he misses that curb air. Oh, man, does a good job of holding on to that. Zakharov had some trouble here. More contact, I think. Maybe he and Bardelli Jr. might have gotten together right there, fighting for that turn. Zakharov, oh, more contact for Zakharov. Well, he really tried to dive into that turn there. Take a look at the Ferrari. Bardelli Jr. on the inside as Zakharov trying to get down and just race his line, and Bardelli Jr. was there. And John Stanley gets into those guys. Take a look out of the front of John Stanley's machine at that action right there. And you see, Stanley a little bit of contact as he gets around in the Aston Martin. Look at this pass, Yuta Pranata. And Jody Pranata. Jody Pranata and Dennis Yunichin battling it out side by side. Yunichin in the Corvette, Pranata in the Ferrari. And the 78 pulling off that pass. Now moving up to the 14th position. Zakharov has not had the race he's wanted. And now trying to get by that Aston Martin. John Stanley had gotten around as Zakharov came around. And that contact with Claudio Bardelli Jr. And now he picks up that spot. Adi Sathya in the 37 car. Oh man, these guys are leaning on each other. Absolutely leaning on each other right now. And this isn't over. Adi Sathya in the Aston Martin got around. And now Artur Vieta looking to throw a little stock car bumper on him. Vieta had to fight his way through. Take a look at this pass. As Vieta, you see those guys getting together right there. And Vieta goes to the outside and picks up 2 spots. Zakharov has had a busy night here. And he gets off track a little bit. Zakharov in the 23 car. Into the grass. Gets it back out on track, but man, he has had a busy night. Hopefully he'll get some repairs done to that machine. Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Dennis Yunichin battling it out. Bardelli Jr. getting by Yunichin in the Corvette. Now sandwiched in between 2 Corvettes is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Rizal Abdurrahman just ahead in the 10 car. Back up here with P1, and that is Nikolai Bezrikov. Mata Idika is second. Nikolai Gerasimov is third. Adi Sathya is in fourth. Artur Vieta is in fifth. See, Mata is about half a second back, just about 7/10 of a second back right now. And you may find that he's going to be better in certain parts of the course. Compared to what we see with the BMW. So Aston Martin might be a little bit better in areas where the BMW isn't, and vice versa. Zakharov has retired his machine. It looks like he said, I've had enough, and enough repairs. And Zakharov has retired from the race. What a shame that is. The guy has a lot of talent and a good chance to win races each and every day he's out. Look at this, Artur Vieta and Adi Sathya. Vieta in the Corvette. Sathya is in the Aston Martin. And now we've got Ritsky Novar in this action. Novar snuck around Sathya, and now Novar running in the 5th position. Looking at P4, 5, and 6. Vieira, Novar, and Sathya. Vieira is leading this charge. And now it looks like the the Corvette's got a little bit of pressure from the Porsche. Ritsky Novar. Novar backs off. Get out of the front of Ritsky Novar's machine. Through the chicane, very tough section of the track. Definitely do not want to do that too wide, as those guys did that at the start. We saw about three or four cars get taken out. And that was the first of Zakharov's problems tonight. Man, this thing is, you see all that counter steering going on with Ritsky Novar. Had a long conversation with Ritsky, learning a little bit more about his life and his country as well, and very interesting. Adi Sathya in the Aston Martin running in the 6th position. There's somebody we haven't really talked about here tonight is Iqbal Kurdiawan, and we're going to talk about him getting back out on track, it looks like right now, in the Aston Martin. So a lot of guys here, we're starting to see more Aston Martins on the track. So right now Iqbal Kurdiawan running in the 13th position. And good to see him out in the 77 car. So Pranada had gotten by. You see Iqbal Kurdiawan coming across track, and Pranada had gotten by. Kurdiawan gets back out on track, does not lose too many positions. Good battle here with the Ferrari and the Radical. The Ferrari misses that turn. That is Faris Fikri. Faricia Fikri is now in the 10th position as Lucas Simpner picking up that spot. We'll take a look at this pass again. See the Porsche, the 74 car, 79 car, the 21 gets by. Just didn't really gas it there, to, kind of avoiding any contact with the Radical. On board here with Lucas. You see the Ferrari misses the turn, and Luca getting by. Rizal Abdurrahman in the Corvette battling the Porsche. It looks like Will Dunbar came off track. Dunbar came off track and allowed Rizal Abdurrahman to get around. Take a look at Gordon Carter here in the 56 car, the Corvette. Our Canadian drivers, high place moving sponsor machine. Right now running in the 11th position, shooting for a top 10. It's got about 8 seconds, almost 9 seconds between he and the 10th position car. Farizia Fikri. So Yuta Prezanta and getting around Adi Sathya. I think Sathya giving up a spot. Came off track. We'll take a look and see what happened to him. Oh, a little bit wide. Gets in the grass. And then once that happens, you are just a passenger. Does a good job of getting the car back out on the track, but he loses a couple spots. He says, I'm going to duck down pit lane. Good time to make a pit stop. So Sathia is on pit lane, taking service as we speak. Gerasimov having a battle here with Artur Vieira. Vieira running just behind. Gerasimov running in the third position as Vieira is in fourth. Unipresanta into Bentley. Some lap traffic here now. A lot of lap traffic. So that's the beautiful thing about this track, or if, well, depending on your perspective. Unipresanta now getting through that lap traffic, but allowing Dmitry Belevin to close in. This battle has tightened up a little bit. Dmitry in the Ferrari, looking just ahead at our fifth place car, Unipresanta. Gerasimov is in this mix as well. Now Gerasimov in the Ferrari, a little bit back from these guys, but nonetheless, these guys start getting a little racy and he'll be closing in. Looks like he's having a little bit trouble in the turns with the handling of this Ferrari. Lucas Simpler just behind in the 8th position. Look at John Stanley in the Aston Martin, right now running in the 17th position. Zakharov joining us in the chat session. Man, Zakharov, from the drop of the green flag, Alexander Zakharov found himself in a world of hurt. And that first chicane really started off a bad night for Alexander Zakharov, and we hate to see that too. Zakharov, I think, one of the favorites to win at this track. But now he's voting for Bezrikov. This is a high-action track because it's short. It's not hugely technical, to be honest with you. Dmitry Belevin now rolling up on Nikolai Gerasimov. Gerasimov had some, came off track here. We'll take a look. Now Gerasimov missed the turn. Gets the car in the grass and does a good job of getting back out on the track, but he's going to lose a couple positions. Simpler and Faris Fikri get by. Gordon Carter and Pranata have gotten by as well, and that means he's coming down pit lane. So pit stop here, mandatory pit stop. So Zakharov says Bezrikov for the win. He's where he needs to be, out front. But once he starts rolling up on some lap traffic, things can get a little dicey. Take a look at that gap there. Just under a second gap between Bezrikov and Mata. Mata is our pole setter, so right at the start, Bezrikov was able to get around. Mata has not let him get away. We've sort of pretty much matched each other as far as times. Dennis Hudson out there sort of by himself right now. Nobody bothering him, but he is running in the 15th position. In the Corvette, good to see him out. Gerasimov back out on track. Now getting around John Stanley. So now picking up the 17th position, and he's made his pit stop and now sets his sights on the finish of the race. We have 40 minutes left to go. And now back up to P17. Viktor Sokolov and his, I believe this might be his first race out. If it isn't, and I apologize, but right now running in the 19th position. I know he's one of our newer drivers, and we would like to welcome him to High Octane Racing League and to TurnLeft TV. He's running in P19 in the Ferrari. He is one lap down. As we start to see some guys rolling up on some lap traffic. See Pranata here in the 9th position trying to muscle his way through. Little room there given to him from Viktor Sokolov. As Pranata down the front stretch into the chicane. Give you an idea of what it's like to get through the chicane. That's what it's like to get through it without any other cars beside you. And how many times have we seen at this track? I mean, I've been in some races here at this track, and it's always a challenge into that first chicane. Iqbal Kurniawan had some trouble here. Oh, man, that thing snaps back in the S's. And it does a good job of keep from spinning around as he got into the grass, but he's going to lose some positions. It looks like the Porsche gets by. Will Dunbar makes a pass, but wow, man, that thing was on for a ride. It is a great job of limiting the damage there. Take a look here. This is Will Dunbar's machine. Take a look at Kurniawan getting back out on track. Right here, Dunbar does a good job of avoiding Kurniawan. Doesn't miss a beat, and he picks up a spot. He's now in the 13th position, maybe shooting for a top 10. Back to live here as Bezrikov continues the lead. He's got a 1 second lead over Mata. Ritsky Nova are closing in. He and Yuta Prezanta having a little bit of a challenge. Adi Sathya there as well. Ritsky, I guess, out there by himself, so I'm just making shit up. Prezanta in the Bentley, running in the 4th position. Dimitri Belevin is in 5th in the Ferrari. Artur Vieira is in the 6th position. Lucas Simford running in 7th. Farizia Fikri. I had to ask him how to pronounce his name, but hopefully I'm doing that right. If somebody there from Indonesia is listening, you can help me out, chime in. Jody Pranata is in the Ferrari in 9th. Gordon Carter rounding out the top 10. John Stanley finished up his pit stop, coming back on track. He's had a tough night here running in the 19th position. I believe he's had his pit stop in the books and off track there. So tough little endeavor for him. And we've got Udichin on pit lane. Dennis Udichin making a pit stop here with 35 minutes left to go. Just under 36 minutes. Looks like he's actually retired his machine. So Udichin retiring his machine. What a bummer there. 2 cars out of the race. Dennis Udichin and Alexander Zakharov. Mata has really not let Bezrikov get away from him. He has dropped some time. Looks like about a second back. So he is a little bit faster in this section of the course. Now dropping under a second. So Mata maybe late in this run. Starting to close in on the BMW of Nikolai Bezrikov. So keep your eye on the Aston Martin of Mata Indica. Bezrikov is in the BMW running in P1. Ritsky Novar in third in the Porsche. Yuta Prezanti in the Bentley running in fourth. Just behind him is Dmitry Belevin in the fifth position. Get through some lap traffic. Artur Vieira in the Corvette running in sixth. We said got a big win last night in the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series. Big field, a lot of caution flags, but he was there at the end and snuck around really a 3-car battle, and he came out on top. Went to the outside as those guys were fighting on the inside and came across the line in P1. Lucas Simpler in the Radical running in the 7th position. Each and every week just improving the effort in the Radical. Guys really kind of questioned, hey, why are you running the Radical? He said it's a challenge. I like the car and it's a challenge. And I think he feeds off of, guys are saying, hey, I can't drive this car. It's too hard to drive. It's too loose. Vieira looks like he has come down pit lane. So Artur Vieira on pit lane now. Taking pit stop here at just under 33 minutes left to go. Take a look at Rizal Abdurrahman in the Corvette, number 10 car. He is running in the 11th position. Just ahead of him is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Gordon Carter running in the 9th position. So a couple Corvettes sandwiching a Ferrari. Running in 9th, 10th, and 11th. As Gordon Carter leading this charge in the Corvette, running in P9. Bardelli Jr. just behind in the Ferrari, but that battle is heating up out of the back of Gordon Carter's machine. And we're going to see these guys head into the chicane. This could get interesting. And Abdurrahman looking like he really wants to get around here. Feels like he's faster than the Ferraris right now, or the Ferrari of Claudio Bardelli Jr. right now. Bardelli Jr. looks like a little bit faster through that section of the course. Maybe the Ferrari turns a little bit better than the Corvette. Bardelli Jr. starting to put some pressure here on Gordon Carter. Now Gordon Carter just ahead is indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane this time by. Be interesting to see what Bardelli Jr. does. So we're coming up to an area where they are going to exit the track to come down pit lane. And there you see the 56 car, Gordon Carter, coming down pit lane. And he is on pit lane as we speak with just over 30 minutes left to go. Iqbal Kurdiawan also on pit lane. So the leaders have not made pit stops yet. Mezrikov has opened up a gap, a 1.8 second gap on Mata Indica. See Mata go by. A couple lap cars. Litsky Novar running into third position in the Porsche in the 97 car. Good third place run here for him now. Yuta Prezanta is in fourth. Dmitry Belevin is in the fifth position. Jody Pranada now picking up a spot as Fikri is on pit lane, I believe. And Rizal Abdurrahman also going to pick up a spot now up to the ninth position. As a Fikri in the 79 car on pit lane in the Ferrari taking pit stop, taking service. Will Dunbar in the Porsche now up to P11 in the 88 car. Have not heard anything about a pit stop out of the 88. And there we go. He must have heard me. Must have heard me about pit stops. So he is on pit lane now taking service. And Bezrikov is our leader. He has not come down pit lane yet. Mata is in the second position. Ritsky Novar third. Yuta Prezanta is in fourth. Dmitry Belevin rounding out the top five. Iqbal Kurdiawan in the Aston Martin 77 car. Oh, a little bit wide in that turn. Just a little bit wide. Able to get the car back onto the track. Does not lose a position, just loses some time. He is running in the 17th spot. Viktor Sokolov in the 93 car, in the Ferrari. A little bit wide as well. Oh, man, does it come around? Oh, he saves that car. And he says, guess what? Psych, I was going to come down pit lane, but I decided not to. Man, I tell you what, he almost got into the pit wall. We'll take a look at this again. Oh, man, you know, you thought, well, hey, I'll just come down pit lane, but then he decides not to. And that might have been Kurdiawan that was coming off track there. Not sure who that was making a pit stop. Viktor Sokolov after skipping the pit lane, now having some more trouble spinning the car in the grass. And he's going to lose a couple positions. So down back to the 17th spot. It's Viktor Sokolov after making a little bit of a faux pas there earlier, a couple laps ago. Now I think he's going to have to come down pit lane. I really think the time is right for the Ferrari to make a pit stop. And we'll see what he does as we come through this last section of the track. if he's going to make a pit stop here off this last turn. And then is he going to hedge to the right to come down pit lane? And he does not. So still not seeing Sokolov coming down pit lane. Meatball Kearney Alwyn in the 77 car. He has had an eventful night in this Aston Martin, and he now gets into the grass again. He's trying to save that thing. Oh, man, this thing just finally comes around on him. Aston Martin not behaving. Mata, after making pit stop, back out on track. Now moving up to the 8th position as Bardelli Jr. on pit lane. Dimitri Belevin in the Ferrari, as it looks like Yuta Prasanta has come down pit lane. So as we see Prasanta on the in his pit stall. Pernada going to pick up a spot as we see Ritsky Novar is on pit lane as well. So Novar making a pit stop, giving up some track position. So you see Novar on pit lane taking service. Man, it seems like it takes forever to fill the car with fuel and get those 4 tires changed. He is itching to go. Looks like he and Prasanta finishing up their pit stop about the same time here, and I think Prasanta might be the only Bentley on the track. So coming out P7, P8, Ritsky Novar, Yuta Prasanta. Novar a little bit ahead in the Porsche. Lucas Sempfner now the race leader in the Radical number 21 car. Team Luca sponsored machine. Jody Pranata, Nikolai Bezhikov, Dmitry Belevin, Rizal Abdurrahman rounding out the top 5. So Bezhikov has made his pit stop. Jody Pranata in the 78 car in the Ferrari. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. just behind him. Bardelli Jr. Off pace a little bit, running in the 13th position. Jody Pranata running in P2. So a couple Ferraris there, although one is a lap down. No caution flags here to get your lap back. As Sempfner leading some laps here at Portland. Looks like Preston Hassel joining us in here in the chat session. Good to see Preston out. Good field of drivers. Yeah, 20 drivers here today. The weekend of racing. Portland, always a fun track. And I really have to send out my thanks to all the drivers that show up and race in this GT3 series that makes it the success that it is. I mean, it's certainly not the biggest GT3 series out there, but we do a pretty good job. These guys proving that, coming back each and every week, and we got some incredible talent out on the track. Right now, an incredible talent here in the Radical leading the field, Lucas Sempfner, one of our young guns, Canadian drivers, and now he's going to come down pit lane. Lucas Sempfner making a pit stop here with just over 21 minutes left to go. And I believe that's going to give the race lead back to Nikolai Bezhikov. As Bezhikov now back to the top of the field. Mata going to reclaim or reassume that second position. As we get a look at the cars coming off the last turn down the straightaway, and there you see Lucas Simpner coming down pit lane. Ritsky Novar now claiming that spot. So Simpner now comes back out in the fourth position on fresh tires. So good run, good pit stop for Simpner as he's now back out in P4 ahead of Yuta Prasanta. Prasanta in the Bentley running in the fifth position now. And he's made his pit stop, so he's on a little bit older tires than the Radical. So Simpner trying to solidify a top 4 finish, as Prasanta is in fifth. Audi Sathia in the Aston Martin. A ton of Aston Martins out here today. Since the balance of performance thing, it seems to be coming every week now. Guys are kind of juggling cars. For me, I just stick with the Ferrari. I might drive a Corvette, but whatever I start out with, I'm going to drive the whole season. Of course, I'm never in it whenever I race these races to win the race. I know I'm not going to beat these drivers. Be lucky if I finish in the top 10. That's why I stay in the broadcast booth. As we see Audi Sathia getting through the chicane. Now trying to close in on Yuta Prasanta. Dmitry Belevin just behind in the Ferrari. He's had a pretty good run in P7. So good run there for him. Nikolai Gerasimov in the Ferrari, running in the 8th position. A lot of Ferraris out here today. If Arthur Vieira's in a Ferrari, I'd give up. Oh, there we go. See? He's in the Corvette. I knew he was in the Corvette. That's why I said that. Arthur Vieira here, good top 10 run here for him. Running in the 9th position as we approach 18 minutes left to go. Rounding out the top 10 is Jody Pernada in the Ferrari. Scary looking car. Sick paint scheme there right there, man. A great paint scheme. Love the stripes and then the mouth on the front. That is awesome looking paint scheme. So Jody Pernada right now running in the 10th position. Good top 10 run there for him. Gordon Carter in the Corvette. Now waving Mata by. Good communication there from Gordon Carter on the radio to let Mata know to pass on the left side. Gordon Carter running in the 14th position, trying to pick up maybe a top 10 run. Rizal Abdurrahman in the Corvette, running in P13. This 10 car. Another one of those haters out there. He's got the, here I'll show you what I mean. These guys don't think I noticed this. Ready? What is that right there? What is that? That's turn left and wrong to have that sticker on there. I think Gordon Carter started that whole thing, and now all these guys here in the GT3 series have owned it. Not all of them, but a lot of them have. Hopefully Will Dunbar has not jumped on the bandwagon. Let's see. I think he's got it up on the spoiler. Ah, there we go. That's why we love that guy. That's why we love that guy. See what I mean? This guy is still on the bandwagon. I love broadcasting races, man. I have a lot of fun with it. You know, it's a lot of work. I'll be honest with you. I spend many hours a week getting ready for the races, doing points and doing league management and so forth. And it is a lot of work to do broadcasting. And we got a car off the track, and that's Arthur Vieta, I believe. I'm not sure who that is there. It came off track. Might have been Kearney Alwyn. Yeah, Kearney Alwyn off track here. We'll take a look here at the replay. A little bit wide in that turn, and it gets into the grass, and you're on for a ride at that point. You're just hoping the thing doesn't spin around because it's like being on ice. He does not lose a position, so he's still running in P16. Ferrari getting by. It looks like maybe Arthur Vieta might have come off track. The Ferrari of Jody Pernada getting by as Arthur Vieta came around. He got off track here. We'll take a look at Arthur Vieta in the Corvette. Running in the 10th position now as he gives up P9. He comes around, and he is on for a ride and hopefully keeps that thing out of the tire barrier. Man, what a ride there. And now back out on track, but he loses the spot. And a little bit wide right here. He gets this car into the grass and does a good job of getting back on the track, but you see the Ferrari going by. So Pernada now picking up a spot. Bezrikov holding the top spot, as we've seen since the beginning of the race when he got around Mata. Just under 14 minutes left to go. And right now it is in Bezrikov's hands. As long as he doesn't have any problems, doesn't blow an engine, doesn't have any catastrophic problems dealing with some lap traffic or overdriving a thing, he's got this in the bag. Mata and Dika running in the second position. Ritsky Novar is in third. Lucas Simpfer in the fourth position. Prezanta rounding out the top five. Take a look at John Stanley. Looks like he's retired his machine. Oh, my heavens, man. 3 cars out of the race. John Stanley, Denis Yurchin, Alexander Zakharov all retiring their machine. Take a look at Victor Sokolov in the 93 car. Oh, man. Just behind him, looks like Kearney Alwyn. More trouble for him. Kearney Alwyn in a 77 car. I think whoever's on the side of his car is frowning now. Come on, man. Paul Kearney Alwyn running in the 16th position, and he's had some trouble again. This Aston Martin not behaving for him. Take a look here as, again, he just gets loose, gets in the grass. And once you get in the grass, man, it is, you're just a passenger. Limits the damage. He doesn't come all the way around, limits the damage, but he is going to lose a spot. Back in 16th. Will Dunbar in the Porsche. Just behind him, see Nikolai Gerasimov running in the 8th position. And he's waving him by. He said, just go ahead and pass me. Gave him a lot of room. Great driving sense right there. High driving IQ. Will Dunbar, and gave Gerasimov a lot of room. Not for position. That was a lap car pass. Gerasimov did not have to flash those lights. There are good places to pass and bad places to pass here at Portland. That was a pretty good place to pass there down the front stretch. Good chance to allow that Ferrari to get by. Ferrari's got a little bit of damage there. So you see a little front end damage, a little back end damage to that machine. Right now running in P8. Ariza is running in the 11th position in the 79 car. just out of the top 10. About 9 seconds back to Artevieta, who's running in the 10th position. He's had a pretty eventful night here. I think the back half of this race has been a little bit better than that front half. And I think late in the front half, we'd seen some problems there for him. He's trying to bounce back here, and we got about 10 minutes left to go to see if he can't pick up a spot. You get a good top 10 run. Got 8 seconds out of 10. Going to need a little help, I think. Going to need Artevieta to have a little trouble. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is in the Ferrari in the 12th position. 1 lap down. About almost 9 seconds, about 8.5 to 9 seconds back to the 11th position car of Fickrey. Everybody sort of spread out right now, just dealing with a little bit of lap traffic. Tight battle here, however, between Saithia and Bellavin. Adi Saithia in the Aston Martin, Dimitri Bellavin in the Ferrari, and this is a tight battle for position. This is for P6. We're behind the fence. Why are we behind the fence right now? My gosh. Not a stupid place to put a camera. So Adi Saithia, can he hold off the charge of this Ferrari, Dimitri Bellavin? This is the best battle on the track as we speak here. Just about a half a second separate the two of these guys. And now it looks like that Ferrari is looking on the high side coming into the turn, maybe trying to do a crossover move. Looking out of the back of Adi Saithia's machine, Dimitri had a little bit of trouble there with the curb on that right-hander. So good battle here, as just under 9 minutes left to go. And something tells me that this battle is not over. Dimitri is going to try to close in. Oh, right there, a little trouble for Adi Saithia, a little trouble off the track. Dimitri is going to pick up that spot. A little trouble for Adi Saithia. And he's come around. Adi losing another position to Nikolai Gerasimov. Adi Saithia, late race trouble there as Dimitri Bellavin not putting a lot of pressure on him, but he came around off track. Dimitri was able to capitalize on this. Take a look at this as he just missed this corner. Right here, overdrove, got off track and gives up a position. And now he's trying to get it back on a track, but Gerasimov is going to get by as well. Right there, you see Gerasimov go. And now he's going to come down pit lane. Oh, my heavens. And he retires his machine. Oh, my heavens, man. See Dimitri Bellavin getting by. Gerasimov had gotten by as well. What a tough break there for Adi Saithia. This is on board here with Gerasimov, and you're going to see Saithia he sees a lot of dust. Maybe he feels like, hey, those guys got into one another, but there was no contact, and Gerasimov's going to get by. And Saithia says, I'm done. Oh, what a bummer there for him. That was a great battle shaping up. Viktor Sokolov in the Ferrari. He's off track, same area right there, same area as Sokolov comes off track in the 93 car. He spins, and now he's got to play some catch up. He does not lose a position. Good news there for him. So Saithia out of the race, and what a bummer for Adi Saithia. He was running in the 6th position. Dimitri now taking over 6th. Gerasimov moving up to 7th. And Adi Saithia out of the race. My heavens. Just lost a couple positions there. I think he would have been all right maybe for a 9th place or an 8th place finish. But he decided to retire his machine. 6 minutes left to go. Nikolai Gerasimov, 14-second lead over Mata Indica. Pretty comfortable lead there. We take a look at Mata Adika. He's out there sort of by himself too. It's a little bit closer deal for him, but Ritsky Novar retired his machine. Something happened to Ritsky. Something happened to Ritsky Novar. Not sure what went on for Ritsky Novar, but he is out of the race in the Porsche. The 97 Psychopath E-Racing Academy sponsored Porsche number 97 car. And not sure what happened to Ritsky, but he is out of the race. We're taking a look at a replay here. So a couple guys dropping out here in the last minute. Ritsky Novar might have lost his connection. Looks like he dropped his connection, actually. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, he dropped his connection. And he was talking about that last night. We stayed up late having a chat. And he was talking about that last night, how he hoped that he didn't lose connection. He was having trouble with his internet provider. And hopefully Mata is able to stay connected. So Ritsky Novar out of the race. And he was running in the 3rd position. Oh, man. What a bummer. He had a great race going on. Lucas Simfner now moves up to P3. Novar reconnecting, and he is pissed. See Pranada now picking up a spot as Gerasimov. Not sure what's happened to Gerasimov. Gerasimov on pit lane, so another pit stop for Gerasimov? That's interesting. I gotta wonder here, did he just miscalculate the gas, the fuel mileage? Dumps a little bit of fuel in there, but he loses some. He loses 3 positions. Now back to the 9th spot as Pranada now 10th, 11th. He's lost a couple positions here. There were 3 minutes left to go, and I gotta wonder now, do some of these guys have to maybe come down pit lane? Take a look here at this rejoin as Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the Ferrari. Little contact there. Bardelli Jr. gets by Gerasimov. My heavens, man. Some drama here late in the race. Take a look at that. Lucas Simfner running in 3rd. Mata 2nd. Bezrikov is our leader. Just about 2 minutes left to go. And it's all over but the shouting for this guy. As long as he doesn't have any catastrophic injured problems or a really, really bad crash. He's got a 16-second lead. As we try to get our camera, every time it changes direction, the camera switches. Sorry about that, race office. So, wow, we have had some drama here late in the race. I think Bezrikov's got another lap in him. See if we can't get a screenshot of Bezrikov's car. hard, man. There we go. Looks like Ritsky Novar has rejoined. Rejoined our team speak anyway. Well, this guy got around Mata at the beginning of the race, about second, third minute into the race, and has never looked back. Coming off the final turn, another win in the books for Nikolai Bezrikov. Great run there for him. Mata coming around the final turn in the Aston Martin. Going to get a great second place finish. And how about Lucas Simpner in the Radical? Pretty flawless race there for him. Capitalized on some drivers having some trouble and gets the Radical in P3 on the podium. Yuta Prezanta in the Bentley, going to finish in the 4th position. And rounding out the top 5 will be Dmitry Belevin in the Ferrari. What a good run for those guys. And Bezrikov getting the win. Bernada also getting a good run there, finishing in 6th. And how about Artur Vieta, huh? Artur Vieta in the Corvette. Coming off a big win last night and coming out here in the Corvette in the GT3 series. Get a good top 10 run out of him. So, wow, what a fun race there. As we got to turn 1 in the chicane. So Bezrikov, another win in the GT3 series. This guy is hard to beat, man. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Keeps the car out of trouble and comes away with a big win. Good job to Nikolai Bezrikov. I think we have everybody in the cross the start finish line. Taking a look at the final results. Nikolai Bezrikov in the BMW finishes in P1. Mata with the Aston Martin finishes 2nd. Lucas Simpner 3rd. Yuta Prezanta finishes in the 4th position. Dmitry Belevin finishes in 5th. A couple of Ferraris there in 5th and 6th with Jody Pernada in 6th position. Artur Vieta finishes in the 7th position, the top Corvette. Fariza Fikri finishes in 8th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. 9th. A couple of Ferraris there bunched together. Another Corvette, Rizal Abdurrahman, finishes in the 10th position. Nikolai Gerasimov finishes 11th. Gordon Carter finishes in the 12th position. Good run there for Gordon. Will Dunbar finishes in 13th. In the Porsche, Iqbal Kurniawan in 14th. Viktor Sokolov 15th. Ritsky Novar, that connection problem, man, really destroyed him. I think he was running in 3rd. Finished 16th. In the Porsche, Audi Sathia and John Stanley, a couple Aston Martins there, 17th, 18th. Denis Shudich 19th, and Alexander Zakharov finishes in 20th, and he had some trouble right out of the get-go there, starting in the chicane. He was like a pinball, man, just getting beat around. So congratulations to Nikolai Gerasimov and getting the win here at Portland. Very fun track, man. A lot of very, very racy track. It's a short track, just a little over a mile in length, and a lot of fun. Well, the schedule next week, we're going to finish, or excuse me, 2 weeks from now, we're going to finish out the season at Daytona Road Course. And of course, you know, we're going to turn out the lights there, huh? Only the way to go at Daytona. We're doing a little bit of a rerun here. We had a lot of cut track penalties in the first race, but I think a lot of those were legit. But we have compromised, and we're going to count the first race, and we're going to throw out this race out there again to finish out the season. Daytona coming up on April the 22nd. Of course, it'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages to choose from. Also, if you want to host your website or your online store, how about some VPS hosting or shared web hosting? Also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. No matter where you are in the world, Elite Hosting can provide you with a server in your local area to fit your league's needs. That's who provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. You get a quick link to the Discord server if you'd like to join us up for some racing. And also updates on point standings, schedules, what series are in action, and a quick link to the rFactor 2 times to see who's running what throughout the week, and a quick link to here at TurnLeft TV. Appreciate you being here tonight in the TurnLeft TV YouTube channel to watch the race. Please share my videos with all your friends, whether you are sharing it live or on replay. Appreciate your support here at TurnLeft TV. Next week in this time slot, we'll be at Watkins Glen in the Saturday Showdown Series for race number 5 of a 6-race season. You don't want to miss it. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. That's going to do it for us tonight here on TurnLeft TV. Appreciate you joining me. I am out of here.